Hey guys, it's Michelle. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and kind of touch base with you, film a quick video talking about the market, and I'm going to follow it up with another one for my first time home buyers um, to go over the process and what to expect. But for right now, I just wanted to talk about the fact that we have talked because you've reached out for me to help you either find a home to buy or a rental. So let's talk about the market. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The market is crazy. It is a seller's market, but that does not mean that you need to be afraid to buy. Um, the rental market is just as crazy, and if you are trying to rent and have pets, it is even harder. So, with all that said, a lot of people are leaning towards buying because it takes the fact that if you have pets, it's not it's not an issue. But don't be afraid just because you hear that it is a seller's market. Are prices high? Yes, they're high. Are homes getting multiple offers? Yes. But as long as you go into that knowing what you're going into it with a game plan, and having realistic expectations, you will be fine. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So with the market right now, things to think about are, like I said, come up with your game plan. Know what your contingencies are going to be. Whether or not it's contingent on you selling your home that you're currently in, are you going to have to ask for closing costs? I will tell you right now, in a multiple offer situation, if you are asking the seller to pay closing costs, you will automatically go to the bottom of the list as far as how strong your offer is. Not that it can't be done. I can run numbers. If it's something you absolutely cannot come up with, we can always try. It depends. You can always offer over ask to kind of compensate for it. There's just different ways that you can go about it. But I'm just being on the listing side of things and having VA buyers. It's just something that sellers are snubbing their nose at right now as far as wanting to pay any closing costs. 2 years ago, we would come in, we'd play hardball, we would offer under ask, all closing costs, and we were getting these deals done. Right now, just that's not where the market is. And I really hate that for buyers, but that's where the market is. The other thing that I really, really hate to have to say is be ready. I never want my buyers to feel rushed or, I don't want you to be forced into it, but just know that it is kind of a rush situation. As far as if you find a home and you're like, that's the one, and I go take video and I get out there and it's not something that you're like, let us sit and think about it, let us sleep on it, because I guarantee you by the next day it'll be gone. Give or take a day or two, but it will be gone quick. And so it's not something that you can really sit back on. If you think that is the one, be ready to go. And that's what I'm saying. So let's come up with kind of, where you are with your your contingencies, your closing costs, things like that. Just be ready to go. Things to think about that once you go under contract, you have the earnest money to pay for. And again, in my first time video that I'm going to do after, I will go over all that. But you'll have your earnest money that will have to be paid 24 to 48 hours after an accepted offer. Then you're going to have your inspection period where you're going to have your inspector come in and do the inspection. And that's going to run you about $450 is about the going price for those. That's just a general home inspection. Anything that you add on, sewer scopes, septic tank if you're in the area that has septic and well, pool, all that obviously is extra costs. And as far as the market, let's go back to talking about the market. I seem to have had luck with what I do is once you say, okay, this is the house, I will call the listing agent and kind of just pick their brain because of course price is number one that the seller is going to look at, but sometimes it comes into play the time frame, contingencies. There's just other things within the offer that you maybe could tweak a little bit or that you have wiggle room with. And so it's those kinds of things that I feel like reaching out to the listing agent to kind of get an idea of what the seller is looking for just helps us to build a stronger offer. They're trying to get us to get away from letting our buyers write letters to the sellers. But that's something, again, talking to the listing agent and kind of get a feel for why are they selling, where are they going, just kind of a little bit about them. And if I get a feeling that, you know, there's some sort of emotional attachment to the house, I will let you guys write a letter. I always, if I pass it on, I tell the listing agent, look, I know that they're trying to get us away from it, but hey, my sellers wanted to write this letter. I try to tell you guys to stick more to stuff about the house, less about yourself, because that's where we can get in trouble. You know, talk about the yard, talk about the kitchen, talk about very specific things in the home and how you want to make memories, or you see yourself hosting events, or just things like that. But those I will walk you through. Any little suggestions I can give that will make your offer a little stronger. Another one is, we're seeing a lot with VA buyers. The sellers are saying they don't have any skin in the game. And what they mean by that is because they think, for some reason, since you're not conventional and you're not putting money down, that you're not as serious, which I think is insane. On the listing end, I always tell my sellers it doesn't matter, it shouldn't matter to them, because it's no money out of their pocket. But some listing agents, if you're just not familiar with the VA loan, they just don't know. And there's sometimes a stigma to it. So sometimes a way around that is to give a little bit more in your earnest money. And it just kind of shows them that you are serious. And with the earnest money, you know, at the end, it either goes towards your closing costs or you get it back at closing. If they're paying into your closing costs, then you would get whatever you paid back. So those are all just things that I have found to work to get my VA buyers' offers accepted. What else? Let's go over VA home buying. If you've bought before, then you know, and you're using the VA loan for the second time, your VA funding fee goes up to 3.6. Your first time using the VA funding fee is 2.6, and that is separate from your rate, your VA rate that you're getting. That is something that everybody pays who's using the VA loan, and that is a part of your closing costs that can actually be put into your loan. But a lot of people will get that confused, the VA funding fee confused with your rate. Two separate things. So let's see, what else do I want to go over? Just the biggest thing is, don't be afraid of the market. Like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is crazy, but as long as we have a game plan, you're going into this. There's another thing I wanted to point out is, remember that this is not your forever home, and go into it treating it as an investment. Be wise with the purchase. I will tell you, if you're getting a little crazy with going up, super above ask, or something that I don't recommend at all, and we're seeing it a lot on the West Coast, is when people are paying over appraisal. I don't do that. I really highly recommend that you don't do that, because again, this is an investment. This is something where you have a nice place to live, where you want it, how you want it. You're not wasting money paying rent. And like I said, rent is outrageous. You'd pay more in rent more often than your mortgage will be anyhow. So go into it smart. That's what I'm here for. If you're getting this video, we've talked, so I have told you that I am honest. It's something that I am a firm believer on. I'm not the agent that's going to tell you, yeah, buy it, it's fine. You're going to get brutal honesty from me. I always say, I joke, it's not funny, but one day I probably will get in trouble, because I am the agent who will tell you, no, that's not a good area, or that's not, I'm just going to give you honesty, because I know how it is to have to buy or rent from afar, and that's why I got into the business. And so, one day I'm probably going to give a little too much opinion, but I hope that you appreciate it, and it's what I strive and build my business on, is being honest and looking out for you as I would my own family. And so, I look forward to meeting you, and I hope you're excited for your orders here. And if you have any questions, or this video sparks, more questions or whatever, feel free to call me, message me, text me, whatever you want. Sorry for looking like a mess today. I've been in training all day in Mississippi, so but I just got home and I just wanted to pop on, make a quick video. I'm gonna send this in an email format too, but sometimes it's just nice to be able to hear it coming directly from me than reading it and it being a little misconstrued. So anyways, if you have any questions, I am here to answer them, and I look forward to talking to you and meeting you.